This girl never claimed that she was sexually assaulted. However, there is a lot of things that I'm noticing about this video. One, why are you getting a hotel room if you really live in Las Vegas? So I think the whole point of this that's interesting is he just seems like he's a very manipulative and kind of creepy person. I don't actually know the streamer. Like, you guys know this about me. I'm very disconnected from the streaming world. I don't know anything about her. I don't know anything about him. I'm just pointing out the things that are weird. All right, guys, so it's my second day on the job, and I don't quite 100% know what's going on exactly what we're up to nowadays, but we have a gentleman named Sykkuno. Damn, this kid got a lot going on Reddit. I'm not gonna lie, there's too many links. So here's my question. Is he gonna get canceled? I think he already is. Okay, well, let's take a look. Also, if anybody asks where you guys heard this from, don't fucking mention my name. I'm not trying to get into the middle of this. Like, I'm one of those little Latinas, you know, I like to hear the tea if it pops up, like if somebody's telling me about it, but I don't want to be in the tea. So it looks like he hasn't streamed since April 9th. Oh, so this shows how many followers you're losing too. That's not a lot. He lost 73, 125, 17, 134, 79. Here he gained 84. Then he lost 117, 77, 97, 121, 61. I mean, the cancellation doesn't seem that crazy, to be honest, for someone that still has 3.8 million and that's all he's losing per stream. Nobody just follows somebody random that they have nothing in common with that they don't like. You know what I mean? Like, obviously there's something about your personality that your audience likes. And I think, like, based on what I'm hearing, it just sounds like it's a very 360 of the persona that he was selling on stream, right? And people are starting to find out, like, okay, you were like pressuring girls into sending you things, you were cheating on your girlfriend. Like, it's pretty valid that people might be like, I don't think I like you as a person, I'm gonna unfollow you. Like, that's valid. And hey, maybe he'll get some followers of people that are into that stuff. You know what I mean? Hate drives traffic, which drives videos, which drives influence. So honestly, this could even boost his viewership. Okay, Paragon sent us a video. Oh, it's a YouTube video.
I went to Evo Las Vegas alone, but I wasn't alone. I shared a hotel room with—
Wait, who is this? Twitch streamer Leah comes forward saying Sykkuno allegedly finished inside her without protection in a Las Vegas hotel room during Evo. Oh, it's his mod. Oh, this isn't his girlfriend. And he didn't wrap it up? We just raw dogged it? Oh my god, I have tears in my eyes. Why is my body reacting this way? I'm stressed. Okay, hold on. Let me like, the tea was so strong my eyes teared up from stress. Let's just watch the video.
with Sykkuno, but I didn't know that he had other intentions. And I didn't ask him to share a room with me. I just simply asked him, "Hey, are you going to Evo Las Vegas?" He said yes. And I said, "Oh, I'm trying to go this year. I'm looking at hotels and everything's so expensive. Do you pretty much have like any recommendations? Like, I know he lives in Las Vegas." And he said, "Oh, you're planning on coming? I actually have room if you just want to like room with me." And I said, and I at first was not against it. I was like, "Are you sure?" Like, no, I don't want to intrude. Like, I don't mind getting my own hotel and all this. Like, I was insistent on being like, "Oh no,
Right.
it's fine." And
Okay.
then he said, no, like, I have extra room, I already paid for it. And I even asked him, I'm like, "Are you rooming with a group or with friends?" And he said, "No, but there's 2 beds, so like you'll get your own bed." You know, like, yeah.
Okay, hold on. So he lives in Las Vegas, but he had to get a hotel? He already lives there. Why did he have to get a hotel?
So I took his offer. Being a dumbass, I took his offer. I even offered to pay him back. I said, "How much should I save up for accommodations?" And he said, "Oh, no, you don't have to pay me back. Like, I already have room for the hotel. You don't have to pay me back." He has a hotel even though he lives in Vegas. Yes.
Right, valid question. That's what I was wondering too. Why does he have a hotel if he lives in Vegas? Period. Whoever in chat said that. Like, me too, girl. Clock it. I was in it too. Okay, go.
He started to get very angsty or something. I don't know how to explain it, but
Okay, try.
he pretty much tried to make a move on me.
Okay.
And I was fully trying to say, like, I'm just here to watch the movie. Like, I'm just here to watch the movie.
Okay.
But me being a dumbass and not being very like very strong in like mentally, not physically. I mean, like maybe this is a people pleaser in me, but and maybe, I don't know, benefit the doubt, or because I still thought he was cute, or I don't know. Wow, I don't want to share that. I don't like sharing this on. This is like so personal. Like, I don't talk about my intimate life at all. But I don't sleep with anyone that I'm not dating, and it didn't happen that night. I didn't want it to happen, so instead, I just gave him oral. Okay, I just, and then when he fell asleep, I got out of bed and I just ate a banana and I was.
Message sent by Crystal Metheny __.
Then in the morning, he didn't really want to talk about it, and I was just kind of trying to open it up and talk to him about like what happened. He ends up hugging me, but then pushes me onto the bed from the hug. We end up having sex, and I didn't have it in me to tell him to stop, so I just let it happen. And while this was happening, while we were doing it, I always wear protection, and I only sleep with people I'm in a relationship with, so I'm not used to one night stands or anything like that. But we were not using protection, and I'm legally hard of hearing, if you guys don't know already. But in the heat of the moment, he asked me if it was safe, and I didn't hear him, but I just said and he finished inside of me, and then that was it. I do not sleep with people that I do not date. That is just a moral of mine. I find it very intimate with whoever. So, and I don't actually have I've only ever slept with 3 people. Well, 4 now. But I've only been in 3 relationships. It was very new to me. I've never had a one night stand or anything like that. So I asked him, I'm like, is this normal for you? Like, do you sleep around a lot? And he said, no, he was being around the bush the whole time that I was asking these questions, by the way. I'm like, then why did you sleep with me? And he said, oh, it just, giving me really half-ass answers,
This is sexual assault. She just sees a chance to gain fame from a situation she didn't enjoy. She never said it was sexual assault. You guys are making that assumption and getting mad at her about it. This is a perfect example. A lot of you guys jumped into the mid-video. You just saw a girl talking about an uncomfortable situation. You immediately jumped to the conclusion that she's saying that he sexually assaulted her. Now we're jumping to, oh, she just wants to go into the train of wanting to be famous without the full context of everything that's going on. And now let's say you guys log off my stream and now you jump into TikTok. And now TikTok is posting clips about how this girl is just wanting to get famous. And now because you saw a little bit of a context of my stream without having all the information, you now either like or repost or comment in that video. Because something that I keep trying to teach you guys, that I feel like it's not clocking to you, is that people's jobs on social media is to grab a clip like this, post it on social media, pay for botting accounts that will put fake comments that are hate comments towards this girl to drive traffic so that you see it and talk to that bot, fighting with a bot to boost their video because they get paid. This is what I've been trying to teach you guys for a very long time. Social media is a very powerful tool, but it's also very much used for manipulation for political and influential benefit. Okay? Which is why when people often ask me, what is your opinion on this? If I don't know about it, I don't write about it and I go about my business, because I understand that a huge part of social media is specifically directed to manipulate me, okay? This girl never claimed that she was sexually assaulted. However, there is a lot of things that I'm noticing about this video. 1, why are you getting a hotel room if you really live in Las Vegas? Off the rip, there isn't an issue with it. Of course, if I'm in Las Vegas and let's say, for example, I just want to get a hotel room because maybe I want to have a better experience with me and my friends, but he didn't have other people there. He paid for a hotel room that had only one extra bed when he already lives in Las Vegas, and only him and her would be staying in this hotel room? Maybe, right? We're gonna use context clues, and it's a matter of building up. That's what I'm saying. It's a matter of building up. Let's just say either way, even though that seems weird to me, right? That feels weird. You already live in Las Vegas and you got a hotel room, right? But you don't have any other friends. You already have a house in Las Vegas. You live in Las Vegas, which is where the event is. And now she's texting you like, hey, do you have any recommendations? Oh, actually, I already have a hotel room. It already has a bed. The video says it, but how do you know? He's just telling her that. You don't actually know if he has a hotel room. I'm not saying he doesn't. I'm just telling you what my brain is thinking about and why it feels weird. They're gonna get mad at me about this, but this is a person that's a mod, okay? She's modding for him. I don't know how long she's been modding for him. This is someone that you're dedicating a lot of your time to. Let's take, for example, Avery. Avery was my mod. You guys showed him on stream, right? When I told Avery, hey, come stay at my house, he didn't think too much of it, right? Because he's like, oh, it's Kat. Like, let me go stay with Kat. Oh my God, I love Kat. This is my favorite streamer. I mod for this girl all the time. Like, this is so exciting. I've been wanting to meet Kat. His words, right? But obviously, like when you're watching your streamer, especially if you're a mod, you love that streamer so much. So yeah, in one aspect, me, because I'm a very cautious person, right? I wouldn't do that. So, you know, because I know that there's going to be people on the internet, but they're going to get mad at this girl and they're going to be like, why would you go there to begin with? As a streamer, I know that if I have a mod in my chat, right? And this mod is dedicating day and night to my stream every day. They're helping me with stuff off stream, on stream. They love me. I'm their favorite streamer. If I were to invite them somewhere, most people are going to be excited. They're going to feel that immediate sense of trust. Because I feel like this girl is going to get a lot of hate from some people. And I don't think the hate is going to come from like his calm per se. I'm sure some people will. I'm sure some people will stick to him and be like, you're a liar and all this stuff. But I think because off the rip, how I saw my chat started to respond in the beginning where they were like the whole sexual assault thing. So I just want to clarify again, like this girl is not saying that she was sexually assaulted. However, the way she described it is uncomfortable. None of us were there and she didn't specifically say that it is, right? But I will say this. She is describing a situation in which, again, I can't visibly see. So maybe she looked fine, but to him, maybe to him she looked fine, but internally she wasn't okay. But the way she's describing it is how she felt in the moment. And a lot of people are like, well, if she felt like that, why didn't she just say something? A lot of you guys have done things for other people, even when you didn't want to, because you like them. Okay? I've had some of you talk about how you had ex-wives and they end up taking your car and they take your house, and you felt in the moment, you felt pressured and you felt manipulated and you felt upset about it. And anybody in the chat could be like, bro, why didn't you just tell her that you didn't want to give her the house? Why didn't you just tell her you didn't want to give her the car? Why didn't you just tell her that, or why didn't you just tell him you didn't want to forgive him for cheating on you for the third time? You know what I mean? But I feel like when girls describe a scenario like this, people immediately, she never even talked about sexual assault, but it's valid that she felt potentially manipulated, right? And the reason I'm saying that too is because, again, other girls have come forward and are saying, this is what he did to me. And his girlfriend is coming out and saying, this is what he did to me, right? And my point is like, I think we need to look at the bigger picture and realize, okay, everyone in chat, even myself, we've done things and we've submitted to things that we didn't want to do. Maybe because we liked the person or we thought they were cute, or we just didn't want to deal with someone being upset or things like that. And some of those things have affected us drastically. There's just so much in the scale, right? So I think the whole point of this that's interesting is he just seems like he's a very manipulative and kind of creepy person. There's definitely accountability on both sides. That's the thing too. It's like, yes, she could have vocalized like, hey, I don't feel comfortable. I don't want to do this. But the point I'm trying to make is that it just feels like you're setting a really weird precedent, a really weird power dynamic. And especially as a big streamer, you definitely have a responsibility to your mod, is the way I'd like to say it, at least in my opinion. If I invite my mod to stay at my house, I need to be kind of responsible with that relationship. It just feels strange. Like him doing this is just weird. I don't actually know the streamer. Like, you guys know this about me. I'm very disconnected from the streaming world. I don't know anything about her. I don't know anything about him. I'm just pointing out the things that are weird.